11 signs that you are surrounded by negative people. The way you interact and relate with the people around you to a very large extent has a great deal of effect on you as a person. Also, the kind of people you have close to your life has a role to play in your life, whether it is positive or negative, and they always leave a mark in your life. Every single person that comes into your life comes with something different. Now, how do you know the people that have come into your life with negative energies so that you can be wary of them and not allow them to kill your happy life with their negatives? Because the more positive people that you let into your life, the more confident and energized and connected with life you will feel. But the opposite is the case for negative people. But these negative people can be very tricky. Sometimes the negatives in their personality can be very difficult to detect. So these are 11 signs to help you know that a person you surround yourself with is a negative person. 1. They are doubting Thomases. Negative people are always full of doubts in their hearts, and they will make it open to you that they do not believe in the possibility of any good thing happening. They never see any good in any situation, even when that situation has not gone wrong. They are always looking at things negatively. And when you are with such a person, they will try to force you to see things the way they do, doubting every positive outcome of anything, but believing only on the negative outcomes. And it is even worse than they are really difficult to convince to see the positivity in anything. 2. They always play the victim. The negative man does not believe that something good can happen to him. Everything that happens to him is bad. Bad things always happen to only him, and there is nothing that can be done to prevent those bad things from happening to them. They always consider themselves as the victim in whatever situation they find themselves, even if they caused it for themselves. People who live like this never take responsibility for their actions. Rather, they always try to shift blame to others. They are always the victim, while you are always the one at fault. 3. They are always claiming to be busy. Negative people are the main characters in making excuses. They have a store packed with excuses in their head, and they never get exhausted of excuses to give. They are ready to give you any type of reason just so that they do not have to extend any of their emotional energy on you. At the same time, they want you to be there at all times for them, and when this does not work out, they become hostile on you or anyone they find on the receiving end. You have to be able to define your friends and know what is best for you. If you have a friend that only cares about you when they need something from you, then that's not friendship. Or someone who only wants to hang out at their own time, then that's a no-no. 4. They always like using people. Negative people always have the attitude of giving you their time and support, depending on how long they can use you or how long they can benefit from you. Once that benefit they are getting from you is over, then they have no business whatsoever with you anymore. There are different ways in which the negative man uses you. It could be either for money, transportation, emotional support, or even sex. But the fact remains that once this is no more happening, their friendship with you will suffer a setback. 5. They complain a lot. Negative people usually have no much important things to say. They are just experts in making complaints. They can complain about anything. Nothing is ever good enough for them. No matter how much you try to impress a negative person, they will always find a fault in what you do so that they can have something to complain about. They also take it as a point of duty to complain about the friendships that you have with them and even your personal life. They are always expecting more from you, and no matter how hard you try, it is never enough for them. 6. They drain you physically and emotionally. Friendships are supposed to be experiences you wish for every day. This is because they are always supposed to go with positive vibes and full of fun, but the case is different with hanging out with a negative person. Whenever they finally want to hang out with you, it is always emotionally draining. You begin to feel anxious just at the thought that you are spending time with such a person later. You can even begin to wish there was a way out because even before their arrival, you are already drained of your happiness because you know the meeting will not be a successful one. 7. They try to change you. Negative people never see anything good enough. They always feel there is something to be changed about any particular situation and even you as a person. Immediately the negative person enters into your life, their first target is always to try and make you be like them, or try to make you submit to them. There is always something they want to change about you. Sometimes it could be your hair, the way you dress, your hobbies, or even your personality. They will want to change you to suit what they want. 8. They gossip a lot. They are always carrying news. They never lack gifts to give you. They always see something bad in others and come to tell you, expecting that you will join them to laugh at someone else. The funny thing is, they do not stop there. Just as they bring other people's discussions to you, the same way they take your matters to others for discussion. They are usually sweet to you in your presence, but immediately when you leave, they become very poisonous and say all manner of things about you. 9. You begin to feel more negative than before. Sometimes the easiest way to know if you are surrounded by negative people is to observe your character. If your once cheerful and peaceful character is now changing and you are becoming more troublesome and more pessimistic, then you should realize that you have surrounded yourself with negative people and they are severely influencing you. Always being around negative people can have a toll on your life and gradually turn you into being like them, and this will affect the positive people around you, and you do not want to be the element of negative change in people's lives. 10. The positive relationships in your life begin to suffer. When you are surrounded by negative people, they tend to change you into being like them, and when this happens, so many people around you will have to suffer for it, especially the positive people around you. And if they are smart to note your changes, you will realize that they will start pulling away from you. As a person, you might not even understand why they are acting the way they are doing, but know it today that they are pulling away because they are starting to feel the pull of your negative energies. 11. They are extremely jealous. Negative people are always very jealous of your happiness, and they find it difficult to hide it from you. They make it obvious to you that they are not happy with you when something good happens to you. They might pretend to be happy, but their body language speaks otherwise. A positive relationship involves affirmation, endorsement, and support. But a negative person will always be angry when something good happens to you, and they might want to drag you down emotionally because they do not have what you have. So what's your opinion about this? I hope you enjoyed this cool video. And if you have something on your mind, don't hesitate to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive constant notifications. Thanks for watching.